What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK. This is the post-game show. Before I even get started, I got to let you know, I had to sit back and think for a while and say to myself, I'm not going to yell, man. I have to start considering my own freaking health because the Dolphins will drive. No, don't do it. Don't do it. They'll drive you crazy, man. They'll drive you crazy, man. So listen, I'm going to give y'all my analysis real quick. I'm going to break it down, and then I'm going to give y'all some time to come in here and chop it up and tell me what your thoughts are. But let me start from the beginning. I'm going least to greatest, okay? So first and foremost, I'm going to start out with Noah Igbenogany. He didn't have the best day ever, but like I told y'all before, he's a rookie. He's going to be a hell of a player for years to come, but right now he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Some of y'all didn't like Christian Wilkins his rookie year. Some of you didn't like Gesicki his rookie year. Some of you didn't like Parker his rookie year. Some of y'all didn't like a lot of these guys their rookie year. But does Noah Igbenogany garner some of the blame? Yes, he does, but he is a rookie. And I told y'all on this channel, I don't get on rookies like that. I don't get on rookies like that. He made rookie mistakes. But it's supposed to be the coach's job to mask those by putting him in a good position by having him help on the backside. I ain't see this man have help on a single play. It's that simple. I would have loved to him have played better, but this does not give a constitution of how he's going to be in this league long term. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, y'all. This does not constitute how he's going to be in this league long term for me. That's why I'm bringing it up. We could put all the fun. And to be quite honest with you, man, I don't care how bad he played. We could have won the game with his bad play. No yelling. Chill, TD. Chill. I'm off of Noah. I don't need to hamper on that. Next up, Xavier Howard. He redeemed himself by giving his team an opportunity when Seattle had a chance to go up big and he had a pick in the end zone, and I appreciate X for that. But ladies and gentlemen, when are we going to start to be honest with ourselves and realize that Xavier Howard is not a good cover corner? He is a guy who, once he gets a pick, he makes up for all his trash. I'm not going to stay on Xavier Howard long because the facts are the facts. Y'all can keep on ignoring it and denying it. You can keep ignoring it and denying it. He looks like trash, and then he makes one pick and all is forgiven. I even forgave him, but that's all he's good for, is to look like trash and go and get beat a million times, and then he make one pick and it's all right. I'm done with X. I'm done with X. I ain't talking about X no more. I ain't talking about X nor Noah. Who's next? Who's next in the firing ring? Jordan Howard. Why? It ain't your fault, Jordan Howard, but this is coaching. Why you got Jordan Howard in the game late in a critical moment of the third or fourth quarter? He ain't shown nothing since day one. And you got him in the game at a critical time that caused us to punt. This ain't about you, Jordan Howard. I ain't getting on you. This is on the coaches for even putting you in the game. You are not a good fit for this team unless you're in the red zone, and that's all you're good for. And that's fine with us as long as you're used for only that. So I ain't mad at you in your play. I'm mad at the coaches for putting you in the position to make you look even worse than you already do in the open field. Who next? We done with Noah. We done with X. And we are done with Howard. Who next? Who next to get it? Because you know who last. You know who last. Oh, you know who last. Who else? Josh Boyer. Josh Boyer. You don't deserve to have a segment right now. I can't, y'all. I can't talk about Josh Boyer because he's Matt Burking me right now. Oh my gosh, he Matt Burking me right now. Your second half performance was the trashiest of all trash. You are in the Matt Burke Hall of Fame. Josh Boyer is in the Matt Burke Hall of Fame. You trying to do too much. Bump and run, man to man, pressure on the quarterback. Do it every play. You ain't got to prove you a mix and match and I'm going to call different exotic coverages and make it happen. You're getting burnt. You're getting killed. I bet you can't even spell zone and you running it. I'm done. I'm done talking about the defensive coordinator. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be mentioned anymore. Let's move right along. Let's move right along. Let's move right along. Let's move right along to the last person that I want to talk about right now. And I am sick of all of these delusional, non-football knowing individuals that keep talking this stupid talk out of their mouth. I want to freaking win, and y'all talking this stupidity out your mouth. Ryan Fitzpatrick is who he is. I don't care that he completion after completion after completion. He only gonna have 5 good games a year, and the rest of them he gonna throw a lot of yards and throw 3 picks. When are y'all gonna get that through your thin head? Not thick head, thin head, because it go in one part of the score easy and go out the other. He is who he is. Joe Burrow out here winning games. Herbert out here dueling with Tom Brady out here. Tom Brady came back and won, but that's Tom Brady. But Herbert put 30-something points on the board for his team. And you got Tua sitting on the bench. And I asked y'all, why sit Tua? Oh, because Fitz playing just fine. Shut up. Some of y'all don't care about losing. You want to lose now and preserve Tua, and the kid need the valuable experience right now on the field. And a matter of fact, I'll go out on the limb and tell you Tua would have won us that game. Tua would have won that game and the Buffalo game. I don't think we still would have beat the Patriots game, but we would have been 3-1 right now with Tua. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Don't make me right, but it's how I feel. And if you don't feel that way, who cares? Because we still 1-3 with your disagreement. Makes no sense, man. Preston Williams touchdown. He almost got picked. Fitz got picked off twice and almost got picked off 5 other times that he didn't get picked. Well, he only threw. Watch all these apologists all on YouTube, all on the radio, all on their channels. Oh, well, Fitz only got picked off twice, you know. I mean, it wasn't great, but he still had a lot of yards and he did well. Anybody could do that. My mama could have did it. We see here acting like he made a throw that ain't many quarterbacks in the league can make. This offensive line is playing well. That's why he got time to do this. But newsflash, Josh Rosen could have made them throws. Yeah, I would have took Tim Tebow today. All I say is, give us a quarterback that ain't the reason we lose. He wasn't the only reason we lose, but he contributed in it. Give me a quarterback that ain't going to contribute in the loss. Now, all these apologists going to be out here, you can't blame Fitz only for this. Ain't nobody blaming him only. But give me a quarterback that ain't going to contribute to the loss. We hear a billion excuses. Well, Tua don't need to play. Look how well Fitz playing. Shut up! I'm tired of it. Tired of hearing that crap. I'm tired of hearing it. Now, next week versus the 49ers, he going to have 2 interceptions, but he might win the game, and all of a sudden, oh, told you that's why Tua don't need to start. Week 2 and 3. We're going to stay in a losing course with him. Fitz been in this league for 14 years. How many times has he had a winning record? I digress. TD, be patient. Don't rush. You know why I'm upset? You know why I'm not patient? Because we don't have to be, because we got the player on the bench that can make a difference, who has the skill to impact the game. We put Russell Wilson in a position where he did not look phenomenal today, but we had a position to having a quarterback on the field that looked phenomenal today, but we didn't. Russell Wilson did not look phenomenal today. But we had the opportunity to put a guy on the field who had the potential to look phenomenal. All that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that we are losing games. It was never a part of the plan to lose games. And you wonder why I go so hard and say Fitz is better than Tua right now. You think I believe that deep down inside? I'm trying to cope with the fact that we're making a dumb, idiotic, boo-boo-the-fool decision by sitting him in the first place. Dumb, boo-boo-the-fool, idiotic decision to sit Tua in the first place. Let me take a loss like that with my rookie, and I understand it. But let me take a loss like that with Ryan Fitzpatrick. What the heck are we doing? And the crazy thing is, a lot of us, let's be honest for a second here, y'all. Whether y'all agree or disagree with what I'm saying, let's be honest for a second here. Do you think our rookie that's sitting on the bench might have given us a spark to where we would have had a better chance to win this game? Doesn't mean we would have won, but yes or no in the comment section. Do you think Tua would have gave us a spark to where we possibly had a better chance to win? Put it in the comment section right now. Yes or no? Then that's my point. Everybody's saying yes, then that's my point. What are we doing? We're gonna sit here and keep dying by Fitz while he runs over there to the sideline holding the clipboard and talking to Tua, and in the back of Tua's head, Tua probably like, this bum think he teaching me something, but I'm just, being humble. Yeah, Fitz, yeah, it was a tough play, I could have thrown that pick. Yeah, oh man, I didn't even see that. Hey man, you can't knock yourself for that pick, Tua. He over there being humble. Because he know, man, I'm sitting behind this bomber, whatever Flores says. Lieutenant Dan with the donation said Flores, Fitz, offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator got to go. I think they hire people that want to make us lose on purpose, just ruining these poor guys' careers. Where we're the new Browns, excuse me. People get traded to Miami when their career is over. Man, and I ain't gonna lie, you right, but I was hoping that we could change that narrative. I was hoping we could change that narrative because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe it or not, we got the team right now that could have beat Seattle Seahawks today. If you watch that game, you know we could have beat the Seahawks today. We could have beat the Seahawks today. We had what it took to beat the Seahawks, and we ruined it with trash decisions. We ruined it with trash decisions. Anthony said, TD, can you get a link to come on live stream? Bro, just give me a few more minutes and I'm dropping the link. A few minutes and I'm dropping the link, man. I ain't gonna let everybody come on, but I got you, bro. Because I ain't got time for people just rambling. I want people to talk that real talk. I ain't got time for excuses. Nobody, don't waste your time coming on the show with these excuses. I'm gonna let y'all cook and say what y'all gotta say, because this is a rehab session. Anthony dropped the copay. I appreciate it. But gosh, man. Well, at least I hope this is rehab for some people. Because we need it. Counseling. It's tough, man. Just tough. I don't want to hear none of that mess about Fitz, man. He gonna go out there and make a whole bunch of throws, and then he gonna give you the blow that matters most. The Seahawks are a better team than the Miami Dolphins, but we put ourselves in a good position, and the only way we could have took advantage of that today is by not turning the ball over. And who was the guy who turned the ball over? Who was the guy that turned the ball over? And that's right, FM. Noah is a rookie. Fitz ain't. 14 years. Polished player. He's so polished. This is the best well-rounded he's been. Shut up. Y'all talking about Preston can't get open. Y'all looking at the wrong thing. It didn't matter if Preston couldn't get open. We had somebody open on every play today. We had somebody open on every play. If it wasn't Preston, it was somebody else. They could not stop us. They secondary could not stop us. It was either us running the ball on 33 or Fitz throwing an INT. And why is Fitz throwing the INT? Because he already knows where he wants to go with the ball. He already know it. He was staring down receivers the entire game. The man don't know what a progression is. Fitz will sit in the pocket, in the shotgun, hike the ball, look all everywhere, see an open guy, throw it to him. That's all good. Fitz will sit back, but when it's 3rd and 3 and you got to get something done, he'll drop back the pass, already know where he wants to go. Even if it ain't there, he'll throw it, but then he'll have Grant coming underneath and he miss it. Don't even throw him the ball. But I can tell you now, all these little Fitz apologists going to be all up on writing their articles in the media, all up on YouTube, making their videos. Well, Fitz didn't play exceptionally well, but, he wasn't the reason we lost the game. You got to understand this. You got to understand that. Nobody want to hear that crap. Every team going to make mistakes, but at the quarterback position, you can't have those mistakes. Not the obvious, clear-cut, dumb, boo-boo, the fool ones. But Tannehill a bum. But they said Tannehill was a bum. Tannehill was a bum. Same people that don't know football, man. Does Fitz even audible? He don't know how to spell audible. Just got the notification about ESPN covering Fitz mistakes. Shaking my head. Oh, ESPN already made a video of Fitz mistakes? Wow. But watch all these Fitz apologists. Well, listen, and then they're going to pacify it and say, but there's no rush. Even if Fitz doesn't play well, it's just about preparing Tua for the future. Shut up! You think it's more beneficial sitting Fitz now than it is playing Herbert? You think it's more beneficial sitting Fitz? I'm talking about Tua. You think it's more beneficial sitting Tua than playing Herbert right now? You think it's more beneficial sitting Tua than playing Burrow, who just got his win today? Who just got a win today, got a taste of victory? Herbert out here dueling with Tom Brady, throwing. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Can't make it up, man. Herbert puts up 31 today, man. You can't make this crap up. Justin Herbert, 20 of 25 today. The man was what was that? 80% completion percentage, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Put that next to Fitz. Justin Herbert, 20 out of 25 passes, which is 80% completion. 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? These rookies out here shining. And we sitting ours on the bench to prepare him. He ain't more prepared than Herbert. He ain't more prepared than Herbert right now. Or just as prepared to Herbert. Guess what? If Tua had 3 touchdowns, 290 yards, 20 for 25 today, and 1 interception, guess what that would have got us today? A W. A W. Joe Burrow out here, 25 of 36, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, but got the W. Burrow done got a game and a half under his belt. Burrow 1-2-1. These rookies out there helping their team and not being the reason they lose. And we sitting ours on the bench just because. Just because. Because Fitz gives us a better chance to win. That's what they tell us. And if Fitz gives us a better chance to win, that means Tua suck. And I fail to believe that Tua suck. Somebody lying here. I fail to believe that Tua sucks. I fail to believe that Tua sucks. I am not going to believe that Tua sucks. So something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up here. Can somebody help me understand what the answer to that is? Something is not adding up. Fitz gives us the best chance to win, but you got Burrow and freaking Herbert out here. Put them on our team and we money. They definitely playing better than Fitz. Let me help y'all understand something too about Ryan Fitzpatrick. Just because he hits the guy underneath for 5 yards and make it 2nd and 5, let me help y'all. I want y'all to listen to me closely for all these people who argue that Fitz is playing well. Let me be clear to y'all about something. Just because he hits the guy underneath on 1st down for 5 yards in the 2nd and 5 and he does that all day does not mean the guy for 13 yards further down the field wasn't a better throw to make if you know how to make that throw. See, that's where they miss it. Fitz playing well. It was a completion, this and that, and this. But there are options on the field that are better that he does not take. Even Parker on that slant that he dropped. Grant wide open up the middle. Wide open. With room to run. Early in the game, miss Isaiah Ford across the middle. With room to work. Did it again with Gesicki early in the game. Shout out to Jason. Said T. Hill was good. He is great with a running game. Play action pass. This is no reason to us. There is no reason to assist. If he is going to get hurt, we can draft another. Exactly. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries and all that crap. If you worried about Tua injuries at this point, you should have never drafted him because you're going to worry about injuries with him his entire career then. It's an excuse. Somebody said Herbert balling out, though, for real, against real competition. My point exactly. And we got a guy on the bench that we trying to make the point that Fitz is better right now. And, you know, he's the veteran. He has the leadership. Shut up. How your rookie supposed to earn the leadership unless you put him in there and have him ask him to lead? It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. I want to win freaking games. I'm tired of losing, man. We are 1 and what? 1 and 3? We got to turn our season around now. But now I got to go through a whole week of people talking that stupid talk about be patient. You know, I mean, we knew what it was this year. You know, towards the future. We not. (10-9) with 20 seconds left before halftime. You can't make it up. Drew Boo said O-line is ready for Tua. Coaching Boo. No balls in the red zone. Fins up. That's my point exactly, man. We had 5 field goals in their territory. If Tua couldn't have got it in once, come on, man. My name ain't Tony. And I agree with that, Mary. The O-line is the best part of this team right now. That's real talk. That's real talk. That is real talk. The O-line is the best part of this team right now. Man, I'm done cooking, man. Y'all already know what it is. I've been saying the same crap over and over, man. And I'm tired of proving it over and over, man. I'm dropping the link. I'm going to let y'all cook, man. I'm going to let y'all cook. Y'all cook, man. Y'all put it on the grill. You put it on the skillet, put it on the stove, put it in the oven. I'm letting y'all cook. The link's been dropped, man. Don't come in here with that crap either. Don't come in here with that crap. Don't come just to hang out and look cool on camera and don't say nothing. If you want to come in here and cook, come cook. But don't come in here with that. No, man. You come cook. All right? Talk to me, Anthony. Cook for us, homie.
Let me just get this off my chest, man. I'm gonna agree with you for a second, okay? Don't let your head get too big, even though you're on point with everything. I'm just confused because when we first got Tua, I was like, okay, I think we should sit him. We have no idea how our offensive line's going to play. Let's make sure he doesn't get injured. Fitzpatrick's back there getting sacked 5 times a game. Don't start him. That one's checked. We've given up 1 sack a game. Our offensive line's playing well. Aside from Buffalo, we gave up 3 sacks, but they're the best defense supposedly in the league. And then on top of that, you say, okay, let's not start Tua because Ryan Fitzpatrick's playing well. You don't want to start your rookie quarterback if you think the quarterback who's currently starting is playing better. Are you telling me you don't think Tua can throw 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions? Like, that's what you're getting right now when you're starting quarterback. And I know he played well last week. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you put Tua in there and he throws 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, he's learning something from it. Right now, I'm confused what we think is happening.
The only thing he's learning from Fitzpatrick is how to lose.
And that's what scares me too. And I don't know what y'all thoughts on it are, but like as a rookie quarterback, I'm scared that he's learning the wrong things because he's looking at Fitz, and Fitz, I saw like a couple of snaps in the game where he just says hike and will just look at Isaiah Ford. He'll stare him down and throw it into a tight coverage, double, triple coverage, interception. And I'm like, I don't want Tua to learn that. And I don't know if y'all think he will or if he's smarter than that. But there were some plays where I'm like, I hope Tua's not watching right now because, I mean, it was bad. It was bad.
Man, all I gotta say is I bought this shirt ready for Tua. I've seen the O-line progress. Where's Tua at, baby? I mean, you see Herbert, you see Burrow over there with some doo-doo trash line. But you know our line is good, pretty good on that freaking D-line.
You know your quarterback's playing bad when he doesn't have a touchdown against the worst secondary in the league. That should be a big red sign to the Miami Dolphins.
That's facts.
Like
Fitzpatrick's too inconsistent.
And we keep talking about the secondary real quick. The secondary wasn't the problem. I know Noah gave up a couple of plays, but first of all, Tyler Lockett is very underrated. I think we need to recognize that. Russ is playing lights out, and Russ went 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in the game. We can't expect the Dolphins secondary to shut out everyone. Like, it's okay.
The defensive coordinator is making everything difficult for them DBs. He got them chasing people across the fucking field. That's gonna tire them out. Like TD said one time before. And I'm a cornerback. If you playing 3 yards off the man and he go to cutting across the field, you already behind, bro. Get in his chest, put some pressure on him. You feel me? Get a defensive line time to get down the field and get the quarterback. You know what I mean?
No.
All that soft coverage, that's killing us, bro. And
I understand that. I just think we need to take into consideration that, like, first of all, I know they're still figuring things out, but like the problem with this game, we can't just be like, oh yeah, young team, young defense, and give that excuse. Like, I understand that we gave up 31 points, and there were definitely plays. There's always plays in every game, every team where we make stupid decisions where it's like, what were you thinking? But at the same time, this game, it hurts because we could have won the game. Every single week, it's like we could have won this game, but the defense doesn't play well. Or in this case, Vince just can't get a touchdown. Like, shout out to Jason Sanders for hitting 5 field goals. I was like, is this the Jets game from 2019? But like,
I said this during the halftime earlier in the game is Fitz, okay, we really can't blame this on the defense. I get where everybody's coming from on the defensive side that, we got to play bump and run, like TD says all the time. And I agree with TD on that. It needs to be bump and run and man coverage, and we need to stop playing zone. But the problem is we have been scoring field goals all game. And I have seen on my television Fitzpatrick overlook Gesicki wide open. He overlooked Devontae Parker when he blew past his defender towards later in the game, and didn't even look his way, and it possibly could have been a touchdown right there. Even with him injured. I'm so sick of seeing Fitzpatrick on this football field right now. He is not doing this team any service. He is not teaching Tua anything other than what not to do on the football field. Our O-line is good enough to protect Tua. In fact, it's better, like everybody else said. It's a lot better than what some of these other rookie quarterbacks have been playing behind throughout the NFL. So it is Tua time. And honestly, if they don't start him soon, I don't know how much more I can personally take of this football team running with Fitzpatrick at quarterback. We drafted him 5th overall for a reason.
Let's bounce around some guys. Hey guys, give me a second. I want to try to coordinate this so everybody gets a chance to speak. Y'all talking some good stuff. So Charles, I appreciate you coming through. Hang on for me. Tyrone, I appreciate you coming through, homie. Hang out for me. Bonaz, same thing. Gregory. Sam, you have something to say about this?
All I'm saying, let's be realistic. If Tua was starting, we would be playing, let's say, better on offense. Like, let's say in a situation where, like today, we saw Fitz miss open passes, maybe Tua, especially with his quality as well from, let's say, Alabama. Oh, sorry, it's gone dark. We know how good he is. Yeah, let's be realistic. And we know what he can do if we give him an opportunity to play. And it's just why aren't we playing him? I'm sure everyone's I'm getting angry now. I'm seeing this, and it's genuinely really, really beginning to get on my nerves. I've been a big fan of him. Yeah, I've been excited for him for over a year now. Yeah, even from Alabama. I got sort of a bit mad out by the hip injury, but I kind of wanted him to start as soon as possible. But yeah,
man, it's just a matter of if they.
I don't know when he's going to start. Does anyone think he's starting against San Fran?
No, man. It's just a matter of when they actually start him. Tyrone, talk to us, homie.
I honestly think they're on with that guy.
Give me a second, Tyrone. I got to mute everybody because somebody's playback is pretty loud. And I'm trying to figure out who it is so I can get them out of here. Some of y'all, you got a lot of background noise. Go ahead, Tyrone. I'll figure it out.
From him on that bench is actually he learning how to take risks. And with him learning how to take them risks, I get that they want him to learn that, coming off the bench. But damn, Fitz ain't killing nobody no more, man. His time is come and gone. This time, let this kid learn on the fly. Because what mistake Fitz made? So what's the? It's just, to me, it's starting to look stupid. At first, I was with it. Let him sit there until the Jets game, so he can sit up there, play that game. If he loses it, he gets a chance to analyze it over the break and come back and correct all his mistakes he made in that game. But now it's like Fitz is doing a little too much. It's time for him to come on in.
But it's like I said, it's a matter of if they actually gonna put the man in, though, man. That's what I'm mad about because I still don't think they're gonna make the move.
That's the thing that's killing me. When we was up on Jacksonville, they could have brought that guy in and let him play it in the fourth quarter. They didn't. I don't think he's a Flores pick. I think he's a front office pick. And I think that's why he's not getting the run he's supposed to.
Exactly. And then here's the messed up part about it. When Flores said it this week, listen, I'm a reader of words. So I take your words as your word. This man said, as our number 2. Man, do you know what it means to tell your rookie quarterback number 5 that as our number 2? You basically say he your backup quarterback. Yeah,
straight up.
And he's ready. And then you said he was ready. He's prepared himself that if he gets to come in, he'll be ready to play.
My thing
But
is
if
this,
he's ready, then what we waiting for?
my thing is this though. What the hell ever happened to that best man plays? Because if y'all been catching them
That's
how
real.
going for practice this past week, Tua looked like he was smoking on that practice field. So I don't see why he's not playing.
But here's the thing. We don't have the full thing of practice, right?
True.
So best man play might be accurate. That's what I'm scared of. Like if you let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second, bro. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. If they're real about best man plays, right?
Yeah.
And Tua not playing,
That's
and
it.
if they're right, if they making the right decision by playing the best man, and then why you gonna sit here and tell me that I'm wrong for being concerned?
Yeah, you're right. They should be concerned if Fitzpatrick is out playing that young kid like that. I agree with you. Then that means we need to be looking at another quarterback this coming up year, like maybe Lawrence. Let's not play around with it. We done been in the basement for too long. Let's not play around.
Simple. Man, this ain't something ain't adding up, man, and we need answers. Something not adding up. Let me go on to somebody else. Stick around, Tyrone. Hey, I'm gonna get to all y'all. Trust me, I'm trying to bounce it around some, so y'all be patient with me. Talk to me, Ronald. What's your thoughts, man? Do you agree, or you got a different thoughts?
Man. TD, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I don't have a problem at all with our team other than the quarterback, man.
Exactly.
I'm tired of Ryan Fitzpatrick. I never wanted him on our team to begin with. Everybody on this panel, every Dolphin fan, everybody in America know who Ryan Fitzpatrick is. He's a guy that wins games that he's not supposed to win. He loses games that he's not supposed to lose. And he's going to do things that's going to make you pull your hair up. He should have had about 3 more interceptions. The way he played, yes. Let's just be honest.
Yep.
The guy is terrible. But I'm telling you like this, what I think it is with Tua is nothing with his play. He's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Let that sink in. Don't even think about Fitzpatrick being better than this kid. The problem is, I think they're so concerned about that hip. They're trying to be so careful with it. And I'm to the point, I was feeling like that early on, TD, until I look at that first game. When I saw how our offensive line played in that first game, I said, oh, offensive line fixed. We ain't got no problem. Throw him out there and let him play. And look what the kid Justin Herbert did today. Look how he played. I got a few game balls to give out to players on the team, man. And everybody need to pump the brakes on Igbenogany. That kid gonna be all right, man. He's young. Cornerbacks, they catch a hard time in the league. We know that. So let me kick back.
Let me kick back real quick on what you're saying. I want to get your elaboration here. So, if Tua better than Fitz, then what's going on?
I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
Hold on. I'm so sorry to cut you off, bro. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have paused. I should have finished what I was trying to ask
go
you.
ahead.
So if Tua is the better player, what's going on? And then on top of it, if we worried about Tua injury, why the heck we cut Rosen in? We ain't got nobody else behind him. You can't be worried about the injury that much if you're gonna sit there and have him as the pure second string quarterback that if Fitz get hurt, he got to come in. You ain't worried about the injury that much. Otherwise, you would have 3 quarterbacks on the roster to still protect him from the injury if Fitz went down.
You're right, but I'm gonna tell you, you know why they cut Josh Rosen. You know why that happened. Because if Josh Rosen would have got in there and looked great, then that to take the 5th pick and get Tua, that would have looked disastrous. So that's a PR move. That's why they moved on from Josh Rosen. But
anybody remember how the Chargers did when they had Drew Brees and they brought in Phillip Rivers? They had 2 young quarterbacks on the team at one time.
You're right. Same thing happened. So they had to move Drew Brees because Phillip came in there looking good. You know what I mean? So when you look at Miami, I'm gonna tell you, my hat's off, man. Devontae Parker had got a lot of flap over the years, man, but that kid is still not 100%. And to watch him go out there and gut it out, play after play and play, my hat's off to him. But I'm gonna tell you what's concerning, TD, and I ain't heard nobody say nothing about this too much. I'm sick of these play calling, man. we are not taking no shots down the field with Jakeem Grant, who is clearly improved as a wide receiver.
Exactly.
We are not trying to
can't
top
throw.
on the defense at all.
His arm is weak.
And that's another thing that's concerning. So you got a quarterback that's half of the field is cut off. So that's why he's going to continue to get more interceptions because he can't stretch the field. If you can't stretch the field, you're gonna have more problems. He's gonna keep seeing that kind of defense he saw this week, and I guarantee you next week he'll have 2 to 3 interceptions. Guarantee, book it.
Man, Ronald, man, stick around for me, man. Let me hear from you, Bonez, because I want to keep moving around. Hey, all y'all stick around, Russell. I'm gonna get back to Bones. Gosh, again, I did it, man. Hey, you my boy though. You're gonna forgive me anyway. But Russell, once I get through everybody, I'm gonna come back to you, homie. Talk to me, Bones.
Oh man, look. When it comes to Fitzpatrick, I said all the time, he's staring down the receivers too much. Like, he don't go through no progressions. Dog, as a DB, bro, that's field day to you, bro. To any DB in the world, that's field day. All we got to do is keep everything in front of us. He going to fuck up, and we're going to pick it. It's just that simple. And
let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. We got kids watching, man. You good?
My bad.
Good, homie.
But you know, Tua better than Fitz. I don't care what nobody say. Tua is better than Fitz. And for that man to be sitting down, being a number 2, I don't think that's right, man. And the kid just sitting on the sideline, he probably looking at all these open plays, and he's like, well, what's going on? You feel me? And I agree with you, TD. I'd rather let Tua lose and learn from his mistakes instead of let Fitzpatrick sit in there and just lose for no reason. I can't do that. You know what,
y'all? But y'all gotta think of another. Y'all gotta think of another thing here, man. When is this organization gonna take care of us? Give us something we can be happy about.
They don't.
Make us proud. There ain't no reason to sit Tua, and you have an opportunity to excite the fan base, and you got this man on the bench.
To change our.
He the one that's selling the tickets, and he ain't even playing.
I agree with you, Tyrone. 100%. 100%.
Or are they being smart by stretching it out? I don't know. I don't know, man. Listen, let's keep it there. Gregory, we haven't heard from you.
I don't understand how we got one of the
TD.
I'm gonna get to you, Patrick. Hold on, homie. What's up, Gregory?
Yeah, I just want to. I don't understand how we got like.
I don't think Patrick can hear me.
We got.
So before I go into 2, I just got a quick question for you, TD. Was Byron Jones out was Byron Jones out today with the groin?
Yeah, he was out with the groin.
I missed the first half because I was at work today, so I missed the first half.
He's out today with the groin.
Oh, okay, thank you. That answers that. So yeah,
it could have been a huge difference in this game, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I think Tua needs to start. Okay, if Tua was starting, we would be 4-0. I believe that. If Tua was starting, we'd be 4-0.
I agree.
I ain't gonna give us 4-0, but I'll give us 3-1. The Patriots game was a punch in our mouth defensively.
Yeah.
We had no answer. We would have had to been perfect on offense, and we still had to figure out some of that. So I wouldn't give us, I wouldn't give us 3-4-0, but I would give us 3-1. But it could have been 4-1. 4-0. I don't know.
That's how I feel.
No, it could have been 4-0.
I feel like we'd be 4-0.
Man, better.
Do anybody think Fitzpatrick looked anything like he did at the end of the year last year?
No.
He looks like he took a step back.
He's looking old.
Well, let me say this. I want to answer your question, Tyrone. So that's a close one for me. I think he doesn't look far off than the way he did last year. Hear me out here. Hear me out first. He doesn't look far off from the way he did last year. It's just that he's adding the turnovers with what he did last year.
Yeah.
And people people get success mistaken. So if Fitz completes a 11-yard pass for a first down, they say success. But he had the 30-yard pass open as well.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying here? They feel like the constant dink and dunk, and hey, at least we're moving the ball in success, but he's not making the most impactful decisions on the field, and that's where people are missing it.
You know what we should have done? We should have did just like Buffalo did with Josh Allen. Let him get in there, let that kid take his lumps, and make him a better quarterback. Look how Buffalo watching their game now. This quarterback not look.
Hey, I'll give y'all guys a heads up on Josh Allen. My son played in the Mountain West for Air Force, and I watched that kid in college, and I knew right away. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "This dude is NFL ready." I tell anybody that. As soon as I saw him, there was no question in my mind.
Well, let me. Oh, my bad. Let me. We haven't gotten to Joseph Bryant yet in LA Sports. I got you right after that. Joseph, man, cook for us. Talk to us. What's going on, homie?
Oh man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, your camera got you spazzing, but yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Basically, what I think about the game, what I think is that there was some coaching mistakes made in the game. On the drive where we were down by a couple of points, I can't remember the scoreboard. We had a couple opportunities to make a play. We ran two halfback draws out of the shotgun formation. That's inexcusable. I feel like we got two of the biggest receivers in the league. I haven't seen a fade route all year. I haven't seen a post route all year. All I see is short routes. You know, why are we running so many short routes when we got big receivers, 6'4", 6'5" receivers? What's the point of having 6'5" receivers? We know they're not gonna burn everybody. We need to throw some fade routes. Give them a few jump balls. Let's give them a chance, man. What is Flores doing? I really don't know. As far as the O-line is playing really well. The run game is doing good for what it is. I mean, they running the ball well. I mean, we're not busting big gains here and there. I mean, but we getting what we need on first and second downs. The passing, I agree with y'all. As far as Tua goes, I feel like putting Tua in the game would open up a whole lot of plays in the playbook in general. Yes. You know what I mean? Tua can make those that Fitz can't make. It's just that simple. I don't care what nobody say. As far as everybody saying Fitz give us the best chance to win, that's crap. Let's just throw that out the window right now. That's crap. Throw that out the window, zip it, close it, throw it out the window, and forget about it. Fitz does not give this team the best chance to win. We would not be undefeated, but we wouldn't be 1-3 with Tua in the game. We would be at least 2-2. That's given. The defense, Noah, he a rookie. I'm not gonna get on him. Go ahead.
Hey, I gotta agree with you. You said something that even when I was reading the reports this week, man, that Fitz himself said that dude is making practice throws in practice that he can't even make. So why are you that man letting you know he's limited at this point in his career?
And he won't even
the sad thing is, but Fitz, man, if Fitz knows his players, Fitz know he's just a placeholder. He ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. He want the young kid to go ahead and succeed. So go ahead and put him in there, man. Let Tua go ahead and eat. And I agree with you, man. It's going to open up so much stuff because you still got to account for them legs the dude got too.
Right.
You know what's going to really make me mad? If Tua comes in week 9 and play the last 8 games and this kid in the season and he does like a 6-2 record, there ain't no question we should have made the freaking playoffs if we started him from the beginning. And that's what's going to make me mad if they do something like that.
That's probably what's going to happen.
TD, I don't know if you remember, but before it started, you said that he was going to come in around the Jet game. And I said then, I said, yeah, I agree with that. That wasn't a bad thing to do. But with Fitzpatrick losing every game, man, y'all might as well bring him in now.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Let me tell you, they're going to keep on buying time. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
That's another thing y'all got to think about. And listen, y'all know me. If you've been following this channel for a while, do I not give Brian Flores the benefit of the doubt every chance I get?
Well, you do now, TD.
So me giving him the benefit of the doubt every chance I get, I am puzzled by this quarterback situation. And you know what it's starting to make me feel like? It's starting to make me feel like all he doing is buying time for his job.
Or
pretty much.
Because not playing Tua guarantees him a year with Tua.
It could be that simple fact he's not the best man.
Unless we look real terrible, unless we lose a lot more games. Then if we lose more games than we lost last year, he could be setting himself up for failure by not playing Tua this year.
That's what he's doing. He's gonna give a new coach.
Exactly. I don't like what I'm seeing though. I tell you that we gave this game away today. This was a giveaway. It was a giveaway.
They got to give the fans something to be proud of, and they're putting a product on the field that ain't giving us the best chance to win. But when you sit out here and tell us that this is our best chance to win, something ain't adding up, because if we are to believe you, then basically you're saying Tua ain't better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Because if you're giving us a product that's the best chance to win, that can only mean Tua ain't better than Fitz, and I don't believe it. You're lying. You're lying, because if you are telling the truth, then you screwed up picking them.
Yep.
But which one is it going to be? You got to answer for this.
So TD, now you think I'm gonna ask you this question. Now, if you were to do a panel right now and ask all the Dolphins fans who is better, Tua or Fitzpatrick, what do you think the overall percentage would be?
Bruh, I'm getting a 90% Tua.
Okay, so that ain't the reason why. I'm telling you, it's something else at work going on in Miami, man, that we don't know about, but it don't make no sense. I agree with that. It doesn't make any sense because Tua is better than that kid, man. I mean,
you can't lie to me and tell me that we trying to win games. We're trying to do what's best to win games.
We don't. Anytime Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing, man, I'm sitting there holding my breath every time he throws the ball. I kid you not, man. I'm like, what's going to happen? It's like he's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type player, man. You don't know what you're going to get from him from game to game.
Exactly. Now, I don't want to be rude to the homie. He been waiting patiently. LA Sports Talk. Talk to us, man. What you got for us? Oh, you muted, bro. Let me unmute you. Go ahead, bro.
You got me? Yeah. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, TD?
I'm good, homie.
Yeah, I gotta weigh in on this Fitzpatrick thing. I don't even think it's an actual conversation with him and Tua. I think what coach is doing is he's trying to solidify that the trenches, the offensive line, like that. Like once we get that down solid, that's the reason why he hasn't started. It's because we don't know what we're getting out of the O-line, right? I mean, from the beginning of the. Oh no, they're playing good. That's what I'm saying. But you got to give them time to gel.
Bro,
you got to give them time to gel. You know, like we didn't even have like an actual. I mean, that's the reason why we couldn't just throw him in there. Just throw him in there with the Lions, because we didn't know what to expect from the O-line. But now moving forward, that we know what's going on with the O-line, now we can finally work them in there, right?
Let's stay right there, LA Sports Talk. Me and you, let's have this conversation real quick. So game 5, you don't see Tua, O-line playing well. Game 6, you don't see Tua, O-line playing well. Game 7, you don't see Tua, O-line playing well. Win then, bro. O-line playing well, then win.
I said this from the beginning. From the beginning of the season, I stay around week 6 to 7, depending on how the O-line is playing. Then we put them out there. You know, like this whole season.
Here we are, week 13, and the O-lineman playing well all season and no Tua. What you think then?
Somebody should be calling Ross for his job.
My thing is that this whole season should be based on working on the trenches on both sides of the field. Because I mean, if you go back the last 10 years, we have never had like a solid O line or D line. So I mean, yeah, I understand. We're getting a little anxious. We want Tua out there. We see what the O line is doing, but let's give it a little bit more time. Let's let them build a little bit more chemistry with the O line, and then we're gonna roll Tua in there. We're gonna let him roll in there and then do his thing, and not really have to worry about him being under pressure constantly. So I mean, Fitzpatrick, this is last year, right? I mean,
we don't know that. Let's back up.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. They just
but we don't know if he's gonna come back. You might be shockingly surprised, but let me go off of what you were saying. So here's the deal, bro. Them working on this O-line, you have to understand this element of the game too. Ogba. Let's go in the trenches. Think about all the big name free agents they bought in the trenches. Shaq, Ogba, all of them. Those are 2-year deals, bro. They not bringing those guys in just to say we need to work on these areas. These are 2-year deals. They are trying to make an impact now. You can't sit a whole year and then say bring Tua in and then work through the kinks of him being a rookie, and now those guys aren't even under contract anymore.
And on their way out the door.
on their way out the door. Now you're trying to find their replacement. And when you find their replacement, now you got to wait on them to jail. I'm not with that theory because you brought guys in that'll help you make impact on games now.
I agree.
Something ain't adding up, bro. Something not, I study everything in and out. There's something not adding up. You got to go look at the tenure of the deals.
Man, TD, hey, we can end all that talk about that offensive line. After week 1, we knew it.
I agree.
They ain't disappoint since week 1. That offensive line is playing great. I don't have a problem with that offensive line, man. It's time for Tua. Hey, take them training wheels off. Let the kid go. And I know that's why. Do you see the look on his face when he's on the sideline? Disgusting. Because he knows he's better than Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick knows he's better than Fitzpatrick. The kid is ready, man. The kid is ready. But I'm going to tell you what. You know what the NFL stands for. Not for long. And Brian Flores can play around if he want to. We're no longer in the league where they sit around and hold hands and wait on the quarterback. You don't do that. The guy's proven, man. And then look, the guy had NFL experience coaching because he had Saban. As much as I can't stand him for what he did to our Dolphins, he had Saban. Come on, man. Hey, man, enough is enough. We ain't talking about Fitz. I don't want to hear nothing but Fitzpatrick no more this year.
My thing with that, though, is everybody's saying, wait, hold him out. What we holding him out for? He's not building chemistry with these receivers and these running backs by being on the bench. He's not doing nothing. And if you want to sit up there and build chemistry for the following year, why not play him this year? I mean, it's simple. Just put him in and let him take lumps.
Oh, my God.
Joe Burrow throwing for 300 yards every week.
Look at Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert getting nothing but pure experience every week. He just went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
And look good.
Yes.
He just went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady. And we got Tua on the bench every week, man. What are we really doing right now? If there's something else going on with him and they're not telling us, I understand that. Sometimes you keep things in-house.
But ain't that the only thing that's logical? That there's something that we don't know that isn't that the only logical thing that it could be? Otherwise, our coaches are just being ridiculous.
But it don't make no sense. Well, you know what though, TD? I'm kind of starting to believe you, man, with this conspiracy theory. Because think about it. They say the information leaked. That video leaked. That wasn't supposed to be out there. So that information got up. So that's telling me that there's a divide in the front office.
What leaked?
The video. That practice video.
No. That ain't that. But that wasn't the organ. That was the player. That was the wide receiver.
Yeah. So I'm telling you right there, that's coming from a wide receiver. Those other players on that team, there's a split. People they're knowing that this dude is better than Fitz. So they leaked this information out so everybody can see and be like, hey, why this dude sitting? Why is he sitting looking like that? Trying to force his hand. Exactly. And I think it's gonna work. Because I don't see how Fitzpatrick can come back from this one, man. I don't see it. The guy's done. He's done. You got to think about if they were trying to keep everything such a secret about him, it wouldn't have been a wide receiver that leaked them videos out. Exactly.
Bingo.
Y'all making some good points, man. What's up, Fiborn Kai Grown? Talk to us, homie.
Chan Gailey.
You got the shine.
My answer is Chan Gailey is the reason why Tua's not in. That's why. That's why Tua's not in. Chan Gailey is on Fitz's.
Yeah, they've been together a long time.
That's why. Why are you starting this garbage? He's a journeyman. He's a good to come in so you get you're injured, but he is not going to be our leader.
Yes,
you're right.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm with you on that, but you have to blame Flores because he has the ultimate decision.
Yep.
I'm with you on Chan Gailey, but he gets a pass because at the end of the day, you're watching Fitch do what he does on the field. That is Flores' end of the day decision.
You're right.
Gailey said in his press conference the other day that, hey, you asking those questions about Tua, that is up to Brian Flores. That's a Flores question.
And I think, like they said, Tua was sick. He didn't go to practice. I think he's sick of starting behind someone who's garbage and wanting to come in and take over the game.
I agree. That might be the case, but he sure looks fine on that sideline.
This right here is the one thing I wish.
Did I got Russell muted by mistake?
I wish 49ers line was still the way it was. So that way he have to get injured.
My bad, Russell.
In their hand.
You're all right, man.
Yeah,
See, I have a couple of theories on this too.
Go ahead, Russell.
I think Chan Gailey could very well be part of the factor. I was just thinking the same thing before he hopped on and mentioned that. The other thing that I think it could be is maybe they are still worried about the hip. Why, I don't know. I also think that we need to draft a quarterback in 2021 regardless, because
Trevor Lawrence,
right now, all we have
is the first overall pick.
Did they lose again today?
And yeah,
Houston lost.
I think they lost to the Vikings. Yes, they're all right. Cool. That outside of that, that's everything I've seen in practice with Tua from this team. He has been spot on. I don't understand why they would hold him back. There is no reason why. Maybe the first game, maybe the second game, just to see what the O-line really was like. But we already know. Like you guys said, after the first game, we knew what that O-line was like. And with the improved play, there's no reason he shouldn't be starting. And I agree that we would probably be 3-1. 2-2 at the worst. We would have won today. Guaranteed. Tua wouldn't stare down a receiver. He would have hit Gesicki wide open. He would have hit Devontae Parker wide open and had a 4 touchdown.
I think our offense looks great. Our offense looks great. Our leader.
Exactly.
All except for Fitz.
I was just about to say the quarterback position is the problem. The O-line blocking, the running backs running, the receivers are doing their job. It's the quarterback position that's killing us.
Man, I tell you what.
Exactly. And Chan Gailey's actually calling some decent plays out there. Because if Fitz would have actually got something out of those plays during the beginning of the game when he missed opportunities, those were good play calls. Gesicki was wide open. Like these are play calls. So do I think Chan Gailey is part of the problem where Tua's not coming in because he is stuck on Fitz? Absolutely. Do I think if he would just give Tua a chance, trust Tua, and allow him to play the game and do it in a way he's comfortable doing it, it'll be just fine. He's just got to give him the opportunity, and that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't know why else we are not playing our 5th overall pick.
We might as well put
sense.
Jason Sanders at quarterback. He's more productive.
Boy, I tell you, he's scoring more points than Fitz.
He got me some fantasy points.
What'd you say, Ronald?
I said he's scoring more points than Fitz. Yeah.
My God, this is embarrassing, man.
I can't say that. Our offense looked
good. It is embarrassing.
The ball, but when they got to the red zone, they look like crap.
Because your quarterback overdo it now.
But once again, though, Tyrone, even moving the ball, what people have to recognize is if Fitz gets a 7-yard pass, he missed out on the 20-yard one. If Fitz hit the 3-yard first down, he missed the 15-yard one. That's what they're not going to notice. They're just going to say he moved the ball. He just made a mistake.
What
was the longest pass?
I don't think Fitz has the long ball anymore.
No.
And that's why they can't throw downfield anymore. That's the difference from last year to this year with Fitz. Is he had the long ball last year? Because that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense, TD. None. We need to pound the table as fans and literally be at that stadium throwing fits over this.
Hey, Stephen Ross, listen. He will listen to the fans.
And they're at the worst moment. He's throwing them at the worst moment when we still might even have a shot.
You start Tua next week, I guarantee you we still have a chance to make playoffs. If you play Fitz next week, our season's done.
It's done. We got San Francisco coming up. Yep.
Yes, and I think Tua can expose that injured defense
injured Niners.
all the way.
San
Yes.
Francisco ain't that great.
We lose that game, we're in trouble.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Man, we're in trouble now if Fitz keeps starting.
Do y'all think
That's the point.
teams at the right time?
Say again, Tony?
Say that again.
Do y'all think we getting all these good teams at the right time when they all are vulnerable? I think that's a by accident type thing.
Bro, that's what's even crazier about it. That's what's even crazier about it. We're getting good teams in a vulnerable moment and not capitalizing on the opportunity.
Exactly, because let's just be real. Russell Wilson didn't play that great today neither.
Nope.
No.
He did not play that great today.
He did not look like the Russell Wilson of the first 3 games of the season, that's for sure.
Nothing like him.
That I had betted on this game, and I told him, I said, Russell Wilson throwing an interception is a big sign that them boys are out there playing. And he was telling me, he said, y'all playing hard against them. But what difference will it make for us to play hard if the quarterback gonna give it away?
And I'll tell you this too, the defense, some of them defensive alignment that I saw, we playing way off and stuff. I'm like, why aren't we pressing? I'm watching guys getting free release off the line, coming across the middle with the same play about 4 or 5 times. They're running the same play.
Well, listen, when Noah played off, I'm not going to question it. Noah needs to be 10 yards back every play.
We got to take a quick break and answer this question on the screen. Now, this is hypothetical or theory. Is it possible they could be making a play for Lawrence? You know Houston is 0-4. If both teams are bad, they could trade Tua. Like think about Tua not playing this year. If they don't like him, like say Flores just doesn't like him, we can't ignore that being a possibility either, right? Flores doesn't like him as a quarterback. And what if they say, hey, they get another first-round pick from somebody next year? Because how many first-round picks we got this year coming up?
2.
We
got
2.
Yeah.
They trade Tua, get a first-round pick, and probably more assets. Then
They got 2 twos, too.
Then they got Houston's top pick. Then they got our pick, which probably ain't looking good, at least as of now.
Yep.
They could easily get Trevor.
Can I ask a question?
What if the Jets have the number 1 pick?
Field.
What about the Jets? They're probably going to get Lawrence. What if they have the number 1 pick?
I don't think the Jets going to do that. They invested in Sam Darnold. They know the coach the problem down there.
Let me say this as well. I'm not saying that we're tanking. But if we were tanking, the ball is in our court because we played the Jets twice.
Oh, we
the last 2 games.
I would lose both those games if that's the case.
But that's not what we're doing, man. We're going to have a quick break real quick. We're going to hear from the homie. We ain't heard from him in a while, man. I got to see what he got to say. Let's see if he got any conspiracies here. What's up, man? Oh, man, did he go off the screen just like that?
What's up,
there
bro?
We go. What's up, man? Talk to us for a second, man.
Hey, what's good? First, I want to say, Happy New Year. I ain't see you all year, dog. I'm talking about the Dolphins here, though.
Nah, it's all good, man. I'm glad to see you, bro. What's going on, Itez?
Now, you tell me. All right, when I first met you, didn't I say this man was a spy? I told you, Flores was a spy. So, all right, y'all gonna laugh, right? All right, let me break it down. What has Flores done since he's been here? Didn't he get rid of Minka Fitzpatrick? Didn't he get rid of Kenyon Drake?
Minka wanted that.
Didn't he get rid of? He got rid of Vincent Taylor. He got rid of a lot of players that could have still been on this team that were rookies, that were still on rookie contracts, that could have gave you a base, something to start off with as a Dolphin fan. All he did was get rid of quality players and start all over. Now, with the players that he started all over with, you telling me you paid all that money to Shaq Lawson. You paid Van Noy, who got ran over by a quarterback. He got ran over by Cam Newton the first game of the season.
Sick.
These are the But what I'm saying is these are the players that he brought in, right? So I'm listening to TD talk about how sophisticated Miami could be, where they could probably, not tank this season, but have a bad enough season to where they can get Trevor Lawrence. Well, what in Miami's history has showed you they could think that critically or think that sophisticatedly? They don't think like that, bro. So that's a pipe dream. They'll never do that, bro. So all you're left with now is a question mark at quarterback, because if he doesn't play this year, that means you wasted a whole year trying to find out if he could play or not. You done wasted that year. And if Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields come out next year, and we're not in the quarterback market, and Tua ends up being a bust or injury prone like I thought he would be, bro, then you're out of luck. Your franchise is set back another 5-10 years because Miami will never recover from what they've done to themselves. You didn't do anything in this draft. Tell me one impact player that you got. The one impact player I think Miami got in this draft, out of this trash-ass draft, they got two. They got Raekwon Davis and they got Curtis Weaver. You let Curtis Weaver go.
No.
Bro, you drafted Igbenogany.
Man.
Trayvon
Austin Jackson was a win, bro.
Antoine Winfield Jr. was on the board. You Igbenogany.
Bro, Kinley beast.
Austin Jackson is decent, but tell me, okay, all right, let me just say this. Austin, you drafted Austin Jackson, right? But didn't you have Laramie Tunsil? Who's better, Austin Jackson or Laramie Tunsil?
But we saving the money. That's
Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil wants too much money.
Laramie Tunsil is better. You got rid of a better player for a player that you just.
But you couldn't spend that money on Tunsil when you was rebuilding. You couldn't spend that kind of money.
But what did you do with it? Did you bring anything that said, okay, this made sense? You brought.
They fixed the O-line.
Okay, what did you rebuild? What did you bring in here that you're gonna keep long term? TD just told you Chuck Lawson and what's the name only on 2-year contracts.
I disagree.
Gonna be here, bro. You didn't do anything but put a Band-Aid on a couple areas. Listen, if you keep Laramie Tunsil and you keep Laramie Tunsil and you keep Fitzpatrick, those are two less positions that you have to worry about. You could have allocated those assets to something different, but you didn't, dog. So now you basically putting rookies in place of potential starters in Hall of Fame. Because when Mika Fitzpatrick came out, I said he has Hall of Fame written all over him.
So I'm with you.
Who knows what he's turning into?
I'm with you on most of it, but the Laramie Tunsil one, I'm not with that one. That one, I still think that's a win for. I don't think we can lose from the Laramie Tunsil situation, even if we drafted the wrong player. We didn't want to pick up 22 million a year.
But
not only did we not want to pick up $22 million a year, Austin Jackson is good enough, but we still need. We don't know what the rest of that trade is going to be until Houston's next year pick. And that might be Trevor, as far as we know. We don't know. So we will find out to see how that goes long term. As far as Mika,
it's not going to be Trevor.
Mika wanted out of the door. But I see what you're saying in regards to – I see what you're saying, though, Ites, in regards to the way things have been going on the team ever since Flores came in. I'm not, you know me, I'm not there to write them off yet. I got to see the finished product when it's all said and done, when all these draft picks clear out and stuff. But at the same token, man, listen, there's too many questions starting to pile up, though.
Yeah, there's some head scratching going on.
Like Ites said, well, one thing that we all keep saying, Tua is definitely better than Fitz. But we got to remember that 15% chance on the side, since we don't know factually, that what if it is a bust type situation? What if it is a bust? Yeah, we ain't got to think so, and I feel you on that. But what if it is? It's not like it's not possible. We saw 3 passes from practice against second-string guys, third-string guys. It looks sweet, but at the same token, we got to make sure.
Bro, then your team is – you stuck. You need to find – bro,
we're not stuck. You're breaking up, Ites, but we're not stuck, bro, because that Houston pick next year can remedy it all.
Exactly. And TD, I agree with Ites. That's all the more reason why we should play Tua now. So we can
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Exactly.
We can tackle some stuff and go get Trevor Lawrence or go get Justin Fields.
We
need to find what we got in Tua, because we really didn't give Josh Rosen a fair chance. Let's just be real with that.
Hold on. I gotta mess with Ites. You're the perfect person to say this to, bro. You mean to tell, hey, Ites, can you hear me? Ites, can you hear me? He probably can hear me. I don't know what's going on, but listen, bro. You mean to tell me Jalen Hurts has made it on the field before Tua?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hear you.
That don't mean nothing.
Jalen Hurts been
Yeah.
no, I'm saying that the eye test because he used to tell us about Jalen Hurts. Sorry. Man, Jalen Hurts done made it on the field.
Exactly. What did I say, bro? What did I say?
Yeah, and how'd that work out? How'd that work out?
I used to sit there, and who sat there and gave me pushback? Your boy Reason. Bro, Reason 13 or whatever the hell his name is. He sat there and went back and forth.
At least the other team gets the answers they need.
He told me that Jalen Hurts would never see the field. Bryce, what's the guy that got drafted by Green Bay?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is a bust. Everybody thinks Jordan Love is a bust already. He hasn't played a game yet.
I'm not
okay. So what I'm saying is Miami couldn't have used Jalen.
Oh, Jalen
Sat
Hurts
there and went back and forth with me and told me Jordan Love was the second coming of Pat Mahomes.
Green Bay sorry they have their draft is Jordan Love. They don't want him anymore in Green Bay already. He just got there.
Jordan Love ain't that good. I watched him in the Mountain West.
Listen, man. Listen, y'all. I'm sorry.
They might just be saving Tua for after the first 5 games. It's the toughest games of the season. Put Fitz in, let them bum it up. Put Tua in when the season gets a little easier. That's probably my only conclusion of what they might be doing. Yeah. It might work. Who knows? I mean, but like you said, TD, you want to put Tua in the best possible situation. This ain't the best situation. If we put him in now against this rough stretch in this schedule, we ain't gonna do nothing but mess him up even worse.
Why did you draft the quarterback that's so fragile? Why did you draft the quarterback number 5 that's so fragile that you have to put him in the best situation possible? Not every quarterback is put in the best situation possible. They have to learn on the fly. You throw the ass out there.
By fire.
But bro, y'all sitting there coddling this guy, making sure Tua, you have to be right. So everything has to be right around you before we let you in. Man, you can't do that, bro, because you'll never learn.
Eye test. You know the sad thing is Tua's ready to play, man. The dude is ready to play. He keeps playing.
So ready
to go.
Flores even listen. Flores.
So like I told this guy,
Flores
is 5, bro.
Is ready. So something ain't adding up, man. But I'm about to get out of here. But before I do get out of here, man, I want to hear from the I want to hear from the homie last. I want to see what he got to say before we get out of here. What's up, ball game?
What's good with you, baby?
Man, cook for a second, man. Talk to everybody, man.
Man, I don't know why. I mean, I get why people feel the way they feel and they're entitled to, you know what I'm saying? But from a coaching perspective, man, I have said, and I've been saying all along, these first 4 games will be treated and probably going to look more like our preseason. Now, here's the kicker. Everything with these 4 games, well, if you don't get out, hold on, bro. Get out my face. Everything with these first 4 games, I get why people are upset. Maybe Tua could have done some things differently. Maybe not. We don't know. But I believe without a shadow of a doubt that we will see the kids sooner than later. But it ain't time just yet. I think they're going to give him the last 8 games of the season. And that still puts us in a pretty good spot with our pick to essentially get the draft capital and target guys in that upper tier portion of the draft that we really want that can come right in and help us immediately right away. If we're picking towards the latter end of the round again, then we're going to be stuck in a worse situation. Houston Texans pick looks like it's a lock. That's a brilliant move that we made because Austin Jackson looks the part now at this point, in addition to Kenley looking the part. And I think without a shadow of a doubt, if we just stay the course, man, we'll see this kid sooner than later, and it'll be in a situation that's more conducive for him. I still believe without a shadow of a doubt that there's something that they're just not 100% comfortable with him physically. But I don't have anybody on the inside right now that's told me differently. They just said that they're bringing him along a different manner than they've seen a lot of other things. So that tells me something is there. But at the same time, I believe we'll see him. You know what I'm saying? And today, again, was a winnable game. I changed my entire viewpoint. I thought we was going to get flooded, right? But then when I went out, when I go back and I look at everything that transpired today, yes, Pitt lost the game for us today. But we also got to do a better job of a much better job of converting in the red zone instead of settling for field goals. And until we get a little bit more aggressive with the route running and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, and take advantage of that huge frame that Gesicki has and be a little more creative on that aspect, we're still going to be struggling to stick with a team that's already in preseason form. The Seahawks look like they've been doing this for the last 8 weeks already. But
so let me ask you though, because you said something interesting. So, like at the beginning, what you were talking about, it's like, so are they just content with losing so they can have a better draft position?
I don't think they're content at all with losing, period. But I do believe that when you bring in a brand new offensive coordinator and you got a guy who's never called an NFL defense before, and Boyer, you have to deal with the learning curve that come along with that. Just because Shane Gailey had success previously before, this portion of the NFL is different than where he left. So we're seeing the nuances.
Trash ball game. Boy, trash. I know it's his first time, but
listen.
Trash,
you got to deal with that. You're not gonna get the head coach. Flores ain't gonna go out there and take the job away from the dude right now. Right?
I know.
So we got to deal with the learning curve of this dude too. But for me, as a coach, right, not as a fan, as a coach, I see positives, bro. There's positive things we do. We were supposed to get flooded. Yeah,
I was saving that to tomorrow because I'm so heated.
I understand completely. And now when I go back tonight and rewatch the game again, some of what I'm saying right now might be a little different. But the fact that we only lost to them by 8 points, as opposed to what my original was 2 touchdowns, I'm okay with it. And I'm still okay with Igbenogany out there getting torched.
Me too.
Because that's experience. That's as valuable as gold right now. You know what I mean?
What's your thoughts on Tua, like deep down inside right now?
I don't think he's healthy.
That's what you think it is?
And I don't think
the number 2 guy on the depth chart that he gotta come out. He ain't healthy.
I just don't think, and I don't think they like him.
Now that's fair. I think something is there, man.
Yeah.
Do you think this might actually be you think this might be a Ross pick though, really?
Well, I think without a shadow of a doubt that Ross went to them and said, I don't care what you do. I don't care how you do it, but we're going to get a quarterback. We're not missing out on another quarterback. So if we can't move and get up past 5-1 to go get Burrow, then we're going to get the next best guy, and he's going to be our quarterback. And I don't mind this kid because we've done the research on him, and I like him, and I think he can do a lot for us in terms of the image of this team and things of that nature. But a defensive-minded coach ain't going to ever like that first pick being a offensive player. He's not Flores' guy. He's Ross and the organization's guy. Not a bad guy if you look at the tape.
May not even be Greer's guy.
Exactly. But the boss, the man that writes the checks, and the people that actually come and generate the income in that stadium and buy the paraphernalia and all that type of stuff, they're looking long term, man. And I think the kid really has something special when I went back to look at all his film, but I just don't believe that I'm a defensive guy. I'm not going to get a quarterback first. I believe that if I build my defense up enough, I can get by with an average quarterback with excellent wide receivers and tight end and an excellent run game. Because it's an proven fact. Teams have done it before. Plenty of teams have won with that strategy.
Listen, ball game, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna text you, bro, because we gotta set up some time where we can finish this conversation because I do gotta get out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, this is the talk we gotta have now.
Yeah.
We got to start talking about the real realities of what might be going on. And at some point, if they don't like them, I think they'll put them out there to show why too. We got to talk about that too, potentially, man. I'm going to hit you up today, man. We got to schedule some time to probably finish this conversation because this is what really needs to be had, because this is a logical theory that could be very well the situation, but nobody would dare want to talk about it. But we're gonna do it here, man.
Okay.
So check your messages, man. Give me about an hour because I need to rush and do something, and I'll get with you, man. We'll get together whether it's today or tomorrow or the next day. We gotta finish having this conversation, man. Love you, bro.
All right, love you too.
All right, man. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fan. There you go, man. You heard a lot of people give their thoughts on what's been going on, man. Listen. We're going to figure this out one way or another. We're just in search of the truth. We're just in search of the truth. We want to understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, so we know where the real accountability lies when things aren't going well. And trust me, I'm going to dig. I don't care who like it and who don't. It is what it is. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Love y'all. I will see y'all soon. Time to get on to the family and love on them. But y'all already know what time it is. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Check y'all out. Peace.